Geopolitics is like a global chessboard, countries making moves based on geography, resources, and power. In 2025, our world is more connected than ever. What happens far away can impact your daily life, from gas prices to the cost of your phone. Understanding geopolitics isn't just for leaders, it's for everyone who wants to make sense of the world. The rise of new powers like China is changing the rules, creating both opportunities and risks. These shifts affect jobs, security, and even the food on your table. The big issues, climate change, war, food security, are all geopolitical. Countries must work together to solve them. By learning about these forces, you become a more informed citizen, ready to shape the future. Geopolitics is the story of the world you'll inherit, work in, and maybe lead. The choices made today will define your tomorrow. The US-China relationship is the defining rivalry of our time. Competition in tech, trade, and global influence. Both nations want to lead in AI, clean energy, and more, sparking disputes that ripple worldwide. Russia, meanwhile, asserts itself through military power and energy, especially in Eastern Europe, as seen in Ukraine. The European Union seeks more independence, aiming to act without always following the US. But with 27 members, unity is tough. The world is now multipolar. Power is shared among several major players, not just one or two. This makes global politics less predictable and more complex. Smaller countries must balance relationships with Washington, Beijing, Moscow, and Brussels. The stability of the world depends on how these powers manage rivalry and find ways to cooperate. Navigating this landscape is the new challenge for every nation. The world isn't splitting into simple camps. New alliances are forming everywhere. Groups like the Quad, US, Japan, Australia, India, work together to balance China's influence in the Indo-Pacific. Middle powers like Brazil, India, and South Africa are rising, acting as bridges or forming their own groups like BRICS to demand a bigger global voice. Alliances now focus on trade, tech, and development, not just military security. China's Belt and Road Initiative is building infrastructure across continents, while others offer competing investment plans. Countries mix and match partners. Security with the US, trade with China, climate with others. Diplomacy is more flexible and dynamic than ever. The old world of rigid blocks is fading. Influence now comes from having many partners for many purposes. This networked world is the new reality of diplomacy. Adaptability is key. Despite new trends, old conflicts still cause immense suffering. The war in Ukraine is a fight over sovereignty and security, with global impacts on food and energy prices. The Middle East remains tense. Israeli-Palestinian violence and crises in Syria and Yemen, fueled by regional rivalries. In Africa, regions like the Sahel face extremism, instability, and climate-driven hardship. Sudan's conflict has triggered famine and a refugee crisis. These crises often go underreported but devastate millions. Geopolitics isn't just strategy, it's about real people losing homes and futures. Solving these conflicts needs more than forced diplomacy, aid, and tackling root causes like poverty and injustice. The world's response is a test of our shared humanity. Today's power struggles are fought with technology, over climate, and for resources. Nations race to lead in AI, quantum computing, and biotech. Whoever wins shapes the future. The US and China's tech war is about more than gadgets, it's about global dominance. Climate change drives new conflicts. Melting Arctic roots, water shortages, and food insecurity. The shift to clean energy creates new dependencies on minerals like lithium and cobalt. Water and farmland are flashpoints as countries secure supplies for their people. These issues are deeply connected. Tech is needed for green energy, which needs rare minerals. No country can solve these alone. Cooperation is essential. The future depends on managing this web of competition and collaboration. Our survival hinges on it. In 2025, societies face new internal pressures. Polarization, misinformation, and economic strain. Political divisions make it harder for governments to act. Social media spreads fake news, eroding trust in institutions. Many countries struggle with debt, limiting investment in health and education. Demographic shifts add pressure, aging populations in some places, youth booms in others. The only way forward is stronger international cooperation. Global problems, pandemics, climate, security, demand joint solutions. We must reform global institutions and commit to diplomacy. Geopolitics should serve people, not just power. The goal, a more peaceful, just, and resilient world for all.